Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
At the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Well, this defense for the Titans, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research. It all comes back to that, BJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
John Mechie was his intended target, and it's third down. You talk about this Titan defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try to run it like Chris? Challenge them. This is going to be fun.
So the decision to throw out that challenge flag, a good one, as they'll get credited with a completion. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. From the 46, here's second down at 7. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That one complete. He's tanked down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line.
A good pickup there, a 22.
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern, because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Stroud now on 2nd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The kick by Fairbairn is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Willis and the Titans come to the line now. 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Spears. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure. It easily move into the top 5.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
We'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. That'll be complete to Caldwell.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Now Willis to throw. He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down.
That's going to be caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point up and good by Shooter.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here we go. Check, man. Check, man.
Play action. Stroud now.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 50 yards.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
2nd down and 6 now. Out of the gun to give to Spears.
And then he's stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
He's going to look downfield for Henry. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. The Titans at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Willis looks to pass it here.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Repeat of the lap.
And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
He'll field this at the 5. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Stroud over the middle. That's caught by Mechie.
It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Stroud on third down now.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Taking it about the 36. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Forced it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
He'll look to throw.
It gets this complete to Shaheed.
They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Stroud He gets this one to Mechie. Fights off the defender. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Going for it with Pierce. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, then they might get hit with a screen. Maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Stroud sets up the play action. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Stroud to throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Last play of the half, Willis. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. This will be complete to Mechie. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now Stroud. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Willis looking to throw it.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
4th down, Willis.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
1st and 10, it's Pierce to about the 26 here.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first leg.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Azeez Al-Shaair
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now it's the backup Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it will still lead to a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Throwing now is Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now in Nashville. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now they're in the hurry up. give him another shot here on the ground. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense is sputtered yet to score here in this. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one was accepted. Henry up the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. To throw, here's Willis. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The offense on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Pierce now up the middle. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Pierce. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. This to perhaps salt this one away. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school? That possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't cover law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. Fairbairn able to put this one through. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that not just important to the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Willis to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Here's Willis. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Throwing, Willis. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for Houston, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.